4 hippos. Now Colombia has 200? That number isn't a typo. 4 animals left unmanaged for roughly 3 decades have produced a freely roaming population of 200. And the rivers, the fish, and the communities along the Magdalena are all paying for a decision one man made in the 1980s. The man was Pablo Escobar. Near Doradil, Colombia, he built a private ranch with its own zoo. He illegally imported 4 hippos, 2 male, 2 female. African megafauna, treated like a line item on a shopping list. Then, in 1993, the Colombian government seized his properties after his death. The other animals were confiscated, rehomed, auctioned. The hippos were left behind, too large, too dangerous, too expensive to move. Nobody had a plan. The hippos walked into the Magdalena River basin and found something Africa never gave them. No drought, no predators, no territorial competition. Colombia's waterways were warm, full, and completely unprepared for hippopotamuses, so they reproduced, unchecked, for 30 years. Here's what 200 hippos actually do to a river. Biologist Natalie Castelblanco Martinez studied it directly. Hippos deposit enormous quantities of waste into lakes and riverbeds. That waste changes the water's pH levels and strips oxygen from the water. The oxygen that fish depend on. The oxygen that aquatic plants depend on. The local food chain isn't just being disrupted. It's being restructured from the bottom up by an animal that was never part of it. And beyond the ecology, hippos are territorial and aggressive. Communities near Doradal have reported encounters for years. By mid-April 2026, Colombia announced an official plan to control the population, including culling up to 80 animals that year. Conservation groups pushed back hard. Hippos are classified as vulnerable in their native Africa. Killing them felt, to many, like punishing the animals for a human mistake. That's when an Indian billionaire made a different offer. Relocate up to 80 hippos to a private wildlife reserve in Gujarat instead. Whether moving 80 large, dangerous animals across continents is actually viable remains an open question. But it shifted the conversation in a way that policy debate alone hadn't managed. Pablo Escobar died in 1993. The hippos are still multiplying. That's the part that stays with you. The consequences outlived the person who created them by over 3 decades. And Colombia, its rivers, and the communities along the Magdalena are the ones living with them. Subscribe if a story like this is what you came here for. 4 animals, 1 decision, 200 hippos in the Magdalena River Basin, and a debate in 2026 about who bears responsibility when private excess becomes a public ecological crisis.